actually seen each other again since the run, except maybe a call here or there. I mean, just four strangers, you meet up, do a run, and get over it. That's it. That said, on the 21st, you each separately get a message telling you to meet at a location, a private residence, downtown. It's from Snowman. It's a voice message. He says that he got contacted by through a series of channels. He doesn't know who the guy is for sure. He just knows that it's someone saying they're a Johnson. They want to hire the team that was doing the run, the run that you did last 3 weeks ago. Doesn't really have much in the way of details or indicators of who it is or anything like that. It's just Johnson says that he liked your work and wants to hire you guys. Snowman obviously says if you want to, not take it or whatever, it's no skin off his back. It's just telling you that someone called and he doesn't know anything else really at all.
Where exactly did it say to meet in downtown?
It's just a private residence downtown, just an apartment. Not a grand one, not some high-end, top-of-the-line loft, but like just a fairly decent middle to high-class apartment.
Any specific time?
Said that you could arrange it for whenever. It's not a run that you have to do right away. It's something he's been wanting done for a while. The message says it's not a run you have to do right away. It's something that he wants done, and he thinks that you guys are capable of it.
Actually know that the other Shadowrunners who are being invited to this are the other people with whom we did the job with a few weeks back.
Yes, Snowman did mention that it was you as a group that got contacted. He got contacted himself to contact you as a group, and so he sent the message as a sort of a mass email.
Well, Vice currently has nothing planned right now, so he's willing to go whenever everyone. He's pretty much will tell Snowman that whenever, like, if everyone else in the group, can you assume that everyone else in the group, like, has everyone else, like, been CC'd onto it?
Yeah, it's just a mass message. You're all like, right now it's just he sent it as sort of just a voicemail, pre-recorded the message, but you can call the group and talk to them about it, whatever. It includes all their comm links, their most recent comm link he had. So you can all just talk about it or whatever. It's just he doesn't have any more information, or he says he doesn't have any more information. You can go ahead and call and ask him to see if there's something he doesn't know important or anything like that. But you can go ahead and talk to the rest of the group as is about it.
Well, the only comm links I have access to is Truthsayers because everyone else gave a burner one.
Well, he sent a message to include your most recent comm link he had of you, or if he didn't have a comm link, he got it from however he contacted you. So he has your numbers, and he just sort of sent a mass email to you guys.
Okay. Well, Vice will probably contact the other three, not immediately, but after a while. He's not going to stop what he's doing just, call you guys.
Yeah, when Coyote gets it, he'll just send out a reply to everyone, say, I'm game. See you there if you're coming.
Well, we don't know what time.
Coyote doesn't care. He's just like, whenever. Just like, yeah, whenever. Let me know.
Twitch will send out a response saying that she's got nothing pressing in the next week or so. She's willing to hear the Johnson out.
Trusayer respond at all?
Trusayer will send to the Johnson. Okay. Because Trusayer, I don't know, seems pretty informal, but Los Angeles is pretty informal with all the crazy ongoings and happenings here anyway. Although, the same team of mundanes did manage to earn quite a princely sum of new yen, so maybe things won't turn out that bad. Trusayer is willing to hear it out. He's finished his research. Still can't remember what happened that one morning.
He took some drugs and forgot about it.
He has like a camera recording in his warehouse of him taking these drugs. He knows it happened. He remembers purchasing the drugs. He doesn't remember what he did.
Well, that is their point, so they were good drugs.
He's considering acquiring more of these cigarettes in the future, and he's also ensuring himself that hopefully he'll have familiarized himself enough with that he won't take it again.
Hopefully, unless he forgets.
He smokes another cigarette after making his ruling. He forgets about his prior ruling to never take the cigarettes again and goes, that's a great idea.
But basically, Vice will also send to the junk and say, okay, give us a time.
Well, he'll say, as soon as you can, all meet up together. And looking at your schedules, you'll all have it basically pretty much open. So, later in the day.
Oh, let's see, there was meditation with the Ellen DeGeneres cyborg at 11. I guess I can squeeze that out.
Alright, Twitch will say she's good for sometime this afternoon, after lunch.
And to that, Coyote will say, how about 2 o'clock?
Perfect.
Well, 2 o'clock rolls in, and you all roll into the apartment, and it's a fairly standard middle-class apartment. Nothing spectacular, nothing terrible about it. Certainly a place that'd be a step up from, I think, pretty much all of your places, but not somewhere that screams doing the best in the world, just a high-end wage slave.
Yeah, in that case, I fit in perfectly rolling in on my sweet-ass Cyclops.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Everyone, is this visual?
Auditory.
Auditory, I thought he said.
Thought he said, I'll add it for you.
No, auditory. Hearing.
God damn, I'm off to a great start. My apologies.
The plus three is not added, by the way. That's just my perception right now.
Well then, all 3 of you can place the voice as soon as you hear it. A man calls in from the back room, just come to the, study.
All 3 of us. Okay. I can place the voice.
All 3 of you that have heard the voice before.
All right.
To say everyone but Vice.
All right. So we can place the voice. So what's the voice? and I'm not sure whether I motherfucker.
Twitch is gonna frown. A lot.
Truesayer is going to frown and look at Twitch and then frown harder.
Voice has no clue what's going on.
Why are you guys frowning?
Coyote's just gonna grunt and smirk and not say anything else.
So Truesayer will end up saying, "This damn city," and he'll head for the study.
Coyote will follow.
Vice will just shrug and go like, "What? I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people." And follow.
Well, the man in front of you is appears to be Hispanic, decent height, fairly solid build. He's wearing what looks like a matching suit to the apartment. Wage slave, middle to upper class. Nothing spectacular about it. Nothing bad about it. It's just so generically wage slave. Doing well. It looks like it was cut from an ad for Horizon hiring. It's just he's sitting there in the study, which is a nice study. It's again looks like it was pre-set up. It's got actual hardcover books, but they look like they probably have never been touched at all. And he has a desk with 4 seats on the other side, which, as you enter the room, he motions to, smiling, or, well, more accurately, smirking.
Truesayer will keep a neutral expression on his face, or try to, but the corners of his mouth will be tugging down as he has a seat. He'll sit closest to the door.
Vice will just pick a seat. Whatever one's not been occupied already.
Coyote will walk in. He'll kind of stand in the corner and just kind of stare, glare, somewhere in between those two at the man. Just not say a word.
Twitch will just sort of stand with one hand on the back of a seat. Frowning.
For a while, he'll give a very toothy grin to Twitch, but won't comment and will continue regardless. He says, well, 3 of you that I saw proved to me that you were fairly competent, good at what you did, and dealt well with a group that I personally don't like. The little, and he puts up bunny ears with his fingers. Little rabbit dude out there in the toxic zone. And considering that you all proved that you were fairly competent, I mean, our interactions made me think that I want to actually hire you guys for something. Or, well, more precisely, my employer wants to hire you, but really doesn't matter either which way, right?
Coyote will grunt non-committally.
Same.
Sayer will let his curiosity get the best of him and just sort of cock his head sideways and think, what the hell message am I going to send to Nohemi after this?
Vi still has no idea what's going on.
he'll stand there and or sit there and smile for a while before continuing. To get to the point, that group that you ran into while we were out there down south, it's a group that annoys me. It's a group that I don't like, and it's a group that I personally and my employer both want gone. We've been willing to pay for it for a while. It's just, you really get a mix of some great people with some terrible people, so it's hard to find a group that actually does good work, and it's as a group. I mean, it's just, you saw the two dwarfs we had to hire. It's just a couple of yahoos doing whatever for money, and it's so common to run into these problems, and it's to find a competent group. The short is, we want that group gone. We're willing to pay for it. I can offer you 20,000 just for information that would lead to us being able to eradicate them. If you're willing to completely eradicate the group in and of itself, 100? That said, it's more than just wiping out this little gang in the toxic zone. They're well-funded, well-armed, and we've done it before. We've crushed them before. Just they show up again next week with different people. Same arms, give or take. Just so someone's funding them. They know us. They don't like us. They're shoot on sight with us. They know our tactics. They know our people. So I need outside operatives to destroy them. I need information on who's funding them. That would be 20,000, and 2, them gone. That would be the full 100,000.
There still has his head cocked and says, "Considering the difficulties and information you've just provided, that it sounds as if your employer is having much trouble scrounging up the talent required to perform this task."
Yes, good talent is hard to come by, and when most of it doesn't want to work with you, that makes it a little bit more difficult. That said, assuming you do this, there will be no connection to us.
But it certainly does not sound as if the task is that easy. And as by you've noted yourself, your employer has such trouble finding just the right people to acquire this information for you. Trusair sort of non-committally, scratches the back of his head, but he's got that, that slow sort of boardroom smile that's creeping onto his face. That he's pretty sure the Johnson's going to understand, but it's kind of like, it's not so much,
Well then, go ahead and roll me a negotiation.
Are there any, outside, miscellaneous dice pool modifiers which apply to this?
I'm actually, looking that up.
Okay.
No, just straight negotiation versus negotiation.
Alright, well, Trusair's feeling lucky, especially after that incident involving the clapping at the end. Gonna go ahead and expend a point of edge to add to the negotiation roll. And let's go ahead and see 10 hits on Truesayer's test.
The fuck is that? 16 dice?
16 dice. I mean, you have my character sheet. I had the 14 standard for negotiation. One of the things I spent karma on was gathering the bargaining specialization. And then I have 4 points of edge, which adds to my dice pool if I expend a point of edge on that. It's still fewer hits than my last one. And I had a negative dice pool modifier along with not having the specialization.
Okay, it's there. It's just that is a lot of dice.
I mean, you approved of my character? It's like, I mean, is there something wrong with the character? I thought that was good. I thought I was doing a good job.
Truthsayer for mayor.
There's one suave motherfucker.
I have negotiation, I have the 4 skill rating, plus the 4 charisma, I have my trustworthy positive quality, and I have the emotion software.
Okay, well, the one thing your emotion software will tell you is that even doing extremely well against him, he is perfectly confident where he is. He is genuinely, absolutely confident in his position. It'll give you, it sort of reads facial expressions, ideas, things like that, and it tells you that he's basically someone who knows where he is exactly in life and is very, very knowledgeable about where he stands and where everyone stands in relation to him.
There, wasn't, going for an idea of, like, breaking this guy, but, I feel that my character enjoys the simple sort of, like, wordplay that two people have, and the haggling and the business of it all. And so regardless of whether he's, desperate or confident, just this whole sort of, like, catty type play, like, you could find another group, but you just revealed that your employer's having a hard time finding a group that's competent and capable enough to do this. So, I mean, if it's a problem...
Well, it is true. There's an extent of what we can offer. I mean, there's a point where just contacting people that we do know and having them roll in and do it again and again just becomes more cost effective. I can... Considering your dedication to your last goal, I can offer you half the 20 up front for anything you might need to buy or things like that to expedite finding this information. If you can't find it at all, I won't even expect it back from you. I assume that you're going to follow through no matter what, so I guess that is about the extent of what I can offer, though. Raising the price is not within my power.
There nods along with that. He figured this type of individual was going to be far more resolute and not desperate, but the character himself mentioned a weakness in having difficulty finding a group such as himself and the Mundies, well, and Vice. So he thought he'd try to take advantage of it. In which case, Trusair will still have that same curious smile on his face and look towards the others and shrug.
Vice shrugs. He still doesn't know why you guys don't like this guy.
I don't know if it's we don't like him. It's just we're unsure of him after the last time. Coyote will say, well, his money's good. It worked last time.
As soon as you say that, he'll pull out a cred stick and comlink. But leave them sitting there on the table just in front of him.
Was that 15,000 pre-authorized last time? Or do you have a certain amount of discretionary funds?
They're funds I'm not supposed to tap, but I can in case of emergencies. That said, we've been doing this long enough, trying to get rid of this group long enough that this is by no means an emergency.
With that, Coyote will kind of sigh and look among the other three and say, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but do you want to take a moment to discuss this in private? You know, kind of glance at the Hispanic guy, you know, kind of questioningly if they can go off and discuss it privately first.
When you say that, he'll actually put his hands on the comlink and cred stick and take them and hold his hands up and say, if you want me to leave, I mean, or if you want to step out, I don't know how much you expect me to have this place bugged. It's just going to be burned later anyways. Not literally burned, just...
Understandable.
English is difficult.
Says, I don't think it's necessary to have a conversation about it. At least separated. We either take the job or we don't. And I'm certainly game for it.
Yeah, out of character, it was just so we could inform Vice about this character, and since he has a phone call, then, yeah, Coyote will say, just shrug and say, all right. I'm with you. I'm in.
Well then, is that everybody agreed? Out of character, I'm going to assume Vice agrees either which way because he has no idea who this guy is, so...
Twitch has yet to make a decision on the matter.
What kind of guarantees do we actually have that we're not going to end up associated with your employer?
Well, assuming that this is you take the job, the only contact you'll have is just a comlink. He'll hold up the comlink he has in his hand. I just bought it off the store down the street. Just it's attached to a name that I picked up walking down to the triads. It was just down just a few blocks up. Just paid them some money, some certified credit. I mean, sure, someone might snap a picture, but I'll let you set up all the meets or anything. I don't think you're gonna backstab me. I mean, that would be a twist. That would actually be a pretty cool twist. Whatever. I'll let you set up all the meets. Do whatever, just as long as we can get the information. You can give us whatever information you want. You can back out whenever you want. Set up all the deals. Just all we want is the information to finally eradicate this group. And if you would like the extra money for you to eradicate them yourselves. Other than that, I can't imagine much more guarantees I could give.
Fine. I'll take the job. For now.